Okay, this is the mini trampoline, the Cellicizer. Of course, you can't see it because I'm trying to get the whole thing in, but it's a great little trampoline. It's the highest quality on the market, and when you're talking, especially when you're overweight, you want something really quality, because bouncing up and down, if it was to go snap on you or do something, you could be permanently hurt. This product, I've been bouncing on this thing, oh my lord, like I was down at Venice Beach last year for 3 months, bouncing for 4 to 8 hours, about 3 to 4 days, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday for every week for three, almost 4 months. And I hope to see you guys at some point. Email me if you ever want to meet me in person down in Muscle Beach. Some days I'm not there, it depends on the weather. But if I know you're going to be down there, I would definitely be down there to show you this little trampoline in person, because with this video right now, bouncing up and down, we're probably going to get a lot of blur, and you're not going to really get to see how the muscles contract back and forth. Every time you bounce, your muscles flex, and there's a G-force put on it that is just phenomenal. I mean, that's how, if you look at the inventor of this, he's a year and a half older than me. He's got a phenomenal physique, one of the finest physiques I've ever seen. Very, very thin, very, very defined. He's been on it for 11, 12 years now, I guess. I've been on it for about a year and a half. It just maximizes your vitamins, oxygenates your blood, tightens your skin, just gives you an overall wellness feeling. And of course, I still take my supplements with it, so it's maximized even more. But basically what they teach is that you don't really barely even have to leave the mat, and that is very true. I go a little higher to get the G-force on me harder, because of course but when I'm displaying it, I don't go very high. But as you can see, I'm going to bounce up and down just a little bit. I don't know how blurred it's going to be, but and I usually have weights on my arms, and I'll come up and down like this, and then the stomach, the arms. This one I do a lot. This is a basic bounce, and I do this, if you do this on a daily basis, do about 15 minutes, I guess, to 20. If you're doing it every other, like Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays with my workout, I do 45 minutes of those 3 days till I'm drenched in sweat, and I bounce harder and faster. You don't really outgrow this machine, because if you're getting used to it, if it's not as much of a workout, just bounce harder and faster. And I can be drenched in like 10 minutes, or I can make this last for 8 hours if I wanted to a day, like jogging. And that's the other thing. The jogging this is the most valuable exercise on it. It's very low impact to your knees. Very, very effective, much safer than running, and of course, you're in a controlled environment. This one I do, those two I do the most. I'm going to show you a couple more that are also great. I'm going to have to reposition the camera for one of them. That's great. This one, the twisting side to side, gets the love handles. Very, very effective exercise. This one, the next one, they come to the bar too across the back for balance. I don't use it anymore because I'm used to this, and this increases my balance by not having it. But little kids, older people, the bar is great. It's a great safety thing. But this is the other one. It's basically like can girl kicks or karate kicks, and this is very good for martial arts too. And I whip my feet as I'm doing it, get that blood flow and oxygen and to the feet. The other thing that's amazing about the Cellicizer is in most all exercises we wear shoes, and our toes, our feet and our toes are not really getting any exercise. They're all bound up. I noticed that when I first started this, my toes, all the bones in my feet were a little bit calcified because they never worked. I put socks on because I bounce quite a bit and keep me from getting blisters, because you could get blisters on barefoot. So I just wear old socks, and they seem to have held up very, very well. Yeah, it's absolutely phenomenal for the feet. My feet don't crack and make all those noises anymore. I can flex them and move them and wiggle them all around. And there is no other exercise other than jogging in sand. Nowadays, barefoot, running through sand is pretty dangerous. The other day I was at the beach and I was walking on the beach barefoot and this big old piece of glass sticking up, and wow, you don't want that to happen. So I really, really love the Bouncer. I can't say enough good about both pieces of equipment. This one really gets your day motivated, gets your blood moving, and really works on your skin, toning your skin up. It's the only way you can actually tighten your skin that I know. I've never heard any other way. There's no reason to have operations and tighten and cut everything. Just bounce. And if you're already overweight, as you're losing your weight, it'll tighten up. I didn't lose my weight on this machine. I lost my weight prior, and then I had all this loose skin sagging everywhere. Had a bunch of it under my throat, all tightened up. People told me I did not look well, that I needed to gain some weight back because of my skin, which is sagging. Well, I happened to weigh exactly what I did when they told me that. So I weigh 150 pounds, 148 to 152, about 150 pounds right now. And all this skin that was sagging, and I didn't take photos of that, but I'm going to show you some of my overweight pictures. But I didn't take any with my skin sagging. In fact, I didn't take the others either. People took them of me, and I would never take pictures of myself. And I never thought my body was going to be turned back to as good as it is now. But all that loose skin tightened up. I mean, it's not 20-year-old skin anymore, but I mean, it's still quite firm and quite tight. And of course, there's two options: get more mass, more bulk, and of course, bouncing bouncing to help get it off. So I've increased my chest a little bit, but my stomach and my butt, my legs, are all about the same as I was when I was overweight. My butt and my legs. Everything from here up is all changed. Okay, that one other exercise. I gotta get that. This one's going to be hard to get in with a camera, probably. This one's the hardest one. It really, really works on your stomach and your butt and your leg. Your butt and your stomach. That one's the hardest one to do. And it's hard to talk with that one. But that's pretty much most of them I do on this machine. Once you get the book with the boxes, I've got the 75 exercises, and you can create even more. And I usually bounce to music, but I couldn't hear me talk if I did. And I usually have a fan going. See, it doesn't take much to even exert yourself on this Bouncer. When I first got it, I had every intention if it didn't work, I was going to send it back. The very first day I bounced on it, I bounced probably 30 minutes, and I'd already been on a Bowflex for 8 months. And I had every intention when I was done of sending it back the next day because I thought it was a joke. The next day I could barely move. I was hurting in places I never even knew I had muscles, and that's the amazing thing about it. It really goes through your body and works every single muscle in your body evenly. I can't say enough good about it. It is a phenomenal piece of equipment. It is not a toy. People laughed at me a lot at the beach, and had one woman come up to me and say, "You look like a fool." And I said, "Yeah, I probably do, but you know what? With the way this tightened my skin and what it's done for my overall energy and physique, I'm not laughing. I'm so happy. I'm so glad that I found this piece of equipment." Okay, so it's nice sharing all this with you, and I'll be making more videos too.